Speaker recognizes Representative Brabec.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Here in our state, we are fortunate to have so many talented medical researchers and transplant teams. These folks work day in and day out to provide life-saving organs to those who need it. Unfortunately, because of current law, our physicians are not able to save as many lives as they could. In 2013, the federal government enacted the HIV Organ Policy Equity Act, or the HOPE Act. It allows transplant centers to apply for permission to perform transplants for HIV-infected donors into HIV-positive recipients. Through the HOPE Act, 24 hospitals have successfully performed 223 transplants using HIV-positive organs. While the HOPE Act is a federal law, 19 states and DC have passed their own versions of this legislation to ensure that transplants between HIV-positive individuals are protected under state law. In Michigan, however, our law is more restrictive than the federal HOPE Act. HIV-positive organs may be collected here in our state, but because of our outdated language in the Public Health Code, those organs are then sent out of state instead of saving patients right here. Rather than collecting these life-saving organs, we only send them out of state. My bill would allow HIV-positive organs to be used to save patients right here in Michigan. Simply put, my bill empowers patients who are HIV positive to work with specialists and transplant teams to determine whether to accept an HIV positive organ should it become available to them. It is important to note that my legislation and the rules of the HOPE Act will never require anyone to accept an organ. Allowing these transplants will also increase the total pool of available organs for all transplant recipients, regardless of their HIV status. That means that this legislation would be saving the lives of both HIV positive and HIV negative patients right here in Michigan. This bill has bipartisan support and passed unanimously out of health policy. I hope I can count on your support for this life-saving legislation. Thank you, Madam Speaker.